We're here with Ron Luce, our resident mission expert, and Mr. What's Hot. Ron, you've been to 27 countries. There's a lot of missionaries out there. I mean, why do young people need to be going on the mission field?
Well, you know, everybody thinks there's so many missionaries out there, but the facts is that outside the United States, there's only one Christian worker for every 1 million people amongst the Muslim, Chinese, Hindu, and tribal peoples of the world.
1 million people out there, and yet one Christian worker to reach all of them.
Right.
Sounds like impossible odds.
In the United States, there's one Christian worker for every 230 people. And so there's a tremendous need. In addition to that, there's, if every Christian in the world told everyone they knew about Jesus and they all got saved, still half the world would have never heard because there's no one around them that knows Jesus. And it's God's heart that really bleeds and yearns and weeps for those other half of the world that would never have heard.
So there is a need. Why aren't more young people getting involved in missions then from the United States and Canada?
You know, they think that missions is the old boring thing. The lady comes to your church with the bun, the spear, and the grass skirts and tells you how hard it is on the mission field. But really, it's a great opportunity for God to use you and change your life. You see hundreds of people saved. You see the need and God's yearning to reach the world. It absolutely blows your mind. Living on the edge for God, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, so it's radical. It's exciting.
Right. That's right.
It's what young people are looking
That's
for.
Right.
What kind of things have you seen happen during your trip this year?
We have seen tremendous miracles of healings. Eyes that were all messed up coming clear, and legs growing out, and a paralyzed man I just heard the other day was healed. He could walk again. The doctor said he was paralyzed. We've seen thousands of people come to know the Lord, and you know, it's through teenagers that happen. Not through me, not just through you, but through teenagers who never led anyone to the Lord before.
And once we went to a village, we prayed for a person. Her hand, she couldn't move it at all. And we prayed for it, and she just started screaming because she can move it now.
One of them, we went up to pray for him, and her eyes were kind of crossed, and you know, she couldn't see very well, and we prayed for her, and she could see perfect. It was just so neat that, you know, God used us to pray for this lady, and she could see. It was really neat.
And we saw all these little kids come forward and make their decisions for Christ, and then the adults started coming, and I mean, just the fact that there was hope finally for them, that they could have something to hang on to, that when the trash is still there and all the problems are still there, that there's hope, that there's something to hang on to, that's a light for them instead of all the darkness that's there, and to be able to offer that to somebody and realize that I'm nobody, but God used me to bring light into such a dark place.
Ron, you got the Teen Mania program going on this summer here in Guatemala and also in Costa Rica. Next year, who knows how many. And if you want to be a part of it, you write in here to Fire by Night. We would love to have you join us next summer because you missed this summer. But tell us what happens in the average day here at Teen Mania on the mission field.
Well, the first thing we do right after breakfast is we have all the kids have quiet time, so they get tight with God and really get close to Him every day, and develop a lifestyle of tightness with Him. And then after that, we have a time of get down, praise, and worship, where we all just enter in, and everyone enters in and gets their hearts submerged in the presence of God. Then we hit the streets, and we're out ministering all day long. We go to schools, and to parks, and to villages, and prisons, and all kinds of places, refugee camps, where people are so desperate to hear the truth. People that have never seen Americans, never heard the truth before, and we
just talk to them.
Well, we do drama, we music. Every kid gets involved in the drama. They have paint on their face, and then afterwards we teach every teenager how to share their faith in Spanish, so every person gets to lead people to the Lord. You might think how could I win somebody to the Lord? I've never done it before, but that's what everyone thinks. And when you come down here, you get some boldness that people will never see you again anyway. Smile, tell them about Jesus, and they get saved, and you're so blown away because God used you either to get them saved or to heal them, and it just blows your mind to see what God can do. And then at night we come back, have tremendous services, get down and just worship God and get good teaching for our lives. And then we have time once a week or several times a week for free time, or free day once a week, where we go and hike volcanoes, go to the beach, have fun, go rafting down a river. And so we have a lot of fun, both ministering and just fun things to do in another country.
You know, I just love this program. Last year you guys saw 4,700 people wanted the Lord by 60 teenagers in just 6 weeks. And this year we're already way over that mark between both teams in Guatemala and in Costa Rica. And missions to me now is just so much different than what I thought it would be. It's exciting, isn't it?
That's right. Missions is living on the edge for God. It's getting out there on the front lines where God's moving. And when you get out on the front lines where God is moving, your life will never be the same again.